Hey guys, we thought it would be fun to do reaction videos to every episode of Season 6. Here's the first one.
Is it filming?
What happened?
I don't even know.
We're just going to film our discussion. We haven't talked about it. We're going to just share that with you.
So Jacob is now dead,
Just dead.
kicked into the fire by this loophole lock.
That happened last season.
Loophole version of Locke.
That happened in the last season.
It did, but now he's really dead.
Loophole version of Locke is...
He's
The
not even
smoke monster.
He is definitely the smoke
Yeah,
monster. We
he's-
had theories, we had
We thought we were
suspicions.
pretty sure he was a smoke monster, but now he revealed. He wasn't even hiding it. He was just like
Oh, no,
out there like,
sorry.
I am f***ing evil.
Sorry you had to see me like this.
The guardians of Jacob.
Bodyguards or whatever.
Now they're free to do whatever they want.
Like, die.
Get brutally murdered by the smoke monster form of Loophole Locke.
Big reveal before the title sequence that the island is underwater.
The alternate reality or the new timeline where it's skewed because of the bomb.
Atlantis Island's town.
Plane doesn't crash. Pan the camera down. It was all underwater.
There's a swing set underwater.
How fun would that be?
Dharma shark.
2 times we've seen the Dharma shark.
Dharma tattoo right on its tail.
So that means the Dharma Initiative still existed at least, right? Or they left their sharks. They get blown up by a bomb.
Good for the shark. We're all still really confused about when the hell everything is, where, who's, where, what, why,
And how?
and how.
Except for we know John Locke's the smoke monster.
We're very sure.
We're
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Juliet does in fact die at the bottom of the pile of metal. The last thing that she says to Sawyer is that it worked.
Yeah. And
I cried.
all of the characters all kind of wake up and they're in a different time again. Same point in time at Sun and Richard and Frank Lapidus.
Frank f***ing Lapidus.
Frank Lapidus.
Frank Lapidus.
They're all in the same time now. Somehow Juliet knows that another timeline has been created.
So Ghost Jacob shows up and tells Hurley that he needs to save Saeed.
Telling him to go to the temple.
The gang takes almost dead Saeed to Temple, which I think is somehow a manifestation of Jacob on the island. As soon as he dies, the water in the temple turns blood colored,
We're introduced to more original others, like the
Including-
natives.
including Chow Yun-fat.
And Egon Spangler.
There's some ninja stuff going on with those others though.
Got like ashes to scatter so that the loophole version of Locke can't get into their temple.
You even spelled Ankh right.
Of
Good
course
job.
I did. A-N-K-H. I learned that in 4th grade. I'll never forget it.
You go to like Egyptian school.
No, it was just 4th grade Ames, Iowa.
We all kind of thought it was gonna have some sort of magical powers, or I was gonna hold it up and it was gonna start glowing, and like he just breaks it over his knee and pulls out a list of people's names. The others are big on lists.
They love lists.
Not allowed to die or something.
Very important to this well-being of this island.
Oh, Sawyer's so f***ing mad.
So mad. He is going to murder Jack.
The others at the temple know that Loophole Locke is coming, so they send off red sparks because they're in Harry Potter or something. Richard's like, oh, dang girl! There are these 2 timelines that are going on now. At least 2 timelines.
It's
Timelines.
2 or more timelines.
Yeah,
There's
but
probably 2 timelines going on.
I think the best way to describe it would be via a scene from Back to the Future 2. Doc Brown is writing on the chalkboard and he's like got the line of the original timeline. When Biff messes things up and it's got like an extra.
So there's the main line of time. Starting chronologically, the Swan Station was built. Then, later on, because of Desmond failing to push the button, the plane Oceanic 815 crashes on the island. Then, later on, at the end of Season 2, they don't push the button, and then Desmond has to turn the key for the failsafe thing or whatever and blows up the whole Swan Station. Getting rescued, the Oceanic 6 period, Flight 316. 2 of them land on the island again, where they're supposed to be in that time, and then some of them go back all the way to the Dharmaville time. Hydrogen bomb goes off. That creates an alternate timeline where the time is skewed into what we're seeing half the time in Season 6 as the plane not crashing and the island underwater. And the people who were at the Swan Station when the hydrogen bomb blew up all get teleported in time back to the original timeline that they were on at the same point in time where Sun and Richard now are, where Jacob has just been killed.
Wow. Okay, so there's 2 timelines is what we're saying, and
Just to sum it up.
and even though it succeeded, they don't get to have the benefits of that. Is it possible that they can get on to the other timeline where everything's okie dokie?
It's a great question. It was weird that Desmond was on the plane.
He was there because he didn't have to push the button, he had free time.
It's possible that there may be some kind of constant type deal that's gonna have to happen again.
A string theory. Destiny, they get like splits and it's gonna go back, no matter what they say.
Somehow they'll end up back at the island.
They two timelines I think will meet. Got two timelines. What are they gonna do with it?
They can't have more timelines. Or can
Don't
they?
jinx it.
I thought this for a long time that Jacob's spirit gonna go somewhere else. I thought it was gonna go into Dead on the Beach Lock, but it's definitely possible that his spirit just went into Saeed.
We also found out that Smoke Monster wants to leave the island.
The stakes for the show are keeping this guy on the island because if he got back to the real world, he would
Pwn
decimate.
face.
He'd pwn face.
Just wreck the
Which
world.
means that what Ben has been saying this whole time, that they're the good guys, is actually true.
I believe it.
You just love Ben Linus.
I kind of have a little Ben Linus crush.
There it is.